Hey, welcome. I'm Lisa, and today I want to talk about how you cannot quiet the mind, but what you can do. So often we hear people talking about meditation or going through transformation, and they say just quiet the mind. And you probably have already discovered it's not possible. You cannot quiet the mind. And the reason you can't quiet the mind is because that mind that you think is your mind is not your mind. You cannot control it. It's it's not something you can do. And if you don't believe me, try it. Just try to quiet the mind. And you will quickly discover within a second, or maybe if you're super advanced, you can do it for a minute. But a thought will arise, I guarantee. There's no quieting the mind. And the reason is because is what we are is pure consciousness. So we don't have thoughts that are my thoughts, but that is what we're taught in the world. We believe that I have feelings, I have thoughts, I have beliefs, these are my beliefs. And then because of the self-help community, we believe that we can change our thoughts from negative to positive, but they're not your thoughts. What those thoughts are arising in consciousness. They are thoughts that are arising in the perfection of your eternal nature. And what we do as bodies when we believe we're located as a person, a personality, limited to the body, is the thought arises and we go to it. We like grab onto it and we think, oh, I am this. I am sick, I am weak, I am powerless, I am, and we go the opposite also. I'm strong, I'm awesome, I got this, I can do this, I can't. We go that direction. I can. We go that direction. So it's just these thoughts that are arising. And if you don't touch them, they float right out of your experience. I talk about this so much. Thoughts have no power, zero. And that's another thing we hear in the self-help community is that thoughts have power and that your thoughts create the reality that is your experience. That's not true either. So what happens is a thought which is powerless arises in this wholeness in consciousness, and you're the power. You're the power. And so what happens is a thought arises and you as the power leave your seat of consciousness and boom, right over to it. And now you're over here. So you have added your power to this powerless thing. And now you have said that that thought has power. No, that thought has no power. You have power. And this isn't taught very much at this time in the world. It really is a whole new teaching, and there are teachers who teach it, but you can't quiet the mind. Stop trying to quiet the mind. Forget about your 1 hour meditation to get rid of all your thoughts. It's not possible. What you can do is be still. So that's the difference. Like we go from quiet the mind to be still. And in stillness, thoughts arise. So you're not trying to have an empty mind. You're not trying to quiet the mind. Just you go, oh, it's not possible. Just thoughts are always arising. And it's like, I'm thirsty, I have to pee, and I have to, there's something I have to do. Like when you're in that meditation space trying to quiet the mind, a thought will arise about something that needs your attention. You'll think about a phone call that needs to be made, or that maybe someone had said something to you, whatever it is. And what often happens if you're on a spiritual path is you judge yourself for not being able to have a quiet mind. So I'm just here to say, Don't judge yourself. Thoughts arise. They just do. It's the nature of how it works. So we're not trying to get rid of thoughts. And when a thought arises, also don't try to change it to a positive thought. That's also going to the thought. That's saying, oh, I can now change my experience by changing my thought. The practice, if you want freedom, if you want absolute joy, and you want to reach this place of inner peace and know the self, is to stay as the stillness. So the thought is arising, and what happens is, as you start to train yourself to not touch the thoughts get really loud. They start getting a little bit more like, no, look at me, you have to do this, you have to fix this. So pay attention to that also, is when you're allowing yourself to stay as stillness, you see a thought, you're aware of it, you're saying, okay, this is just arising in wholeness and consciousness, I'm not touching it. It gets really loud, and it's like, you have to deal with this, you have to fix this, you have to do something. And so what this practice does is, being still, it actually brings up a lot of stuff that's buried, a lot of suppressed energy, a lot of suppressed emotion, and you want that to come up. You really want that to come up. These are the blocks and the obstacles to the awareness of love's presence. I have a cat in front of me. Hey, Vonnie, want to come say hi? Look. Hey, want to say hi? Funny. And as you stay in the stillness, watching everything arise, not touching it, it will dance right out of your experience. And what is left is wholeness and happiness. And so I just invite you to give it a try. Forget trying to quiet the mind. Just be still. I love you.